Hi, I'm in my painting clothes and we're on the stairs. We're gonna paint the banisters today. Doing it on camera because I have heard separately from a few of you that you'd like to see more kind of like home improvements, DIY kind of content, which feels off-brand for me and is a bit weird to film, but we're gonna film painting the banisters. So careful what you wish for because you get it. Okay, so I'm actually doing this job in 2 stages and I already started. So I've already done the top half of the banisters. I did that a couple of days ago. I didn't want to do the whole thing in one go and have like wet banisters all over. Plus it's kind of a tedious job. So I thought I'd break it into sections. So I've done all of these upper parts here. And I have twisty stairs. So we're gonna do the bottom half today. So basically, yeah, everything in this house, we are coming up on a year in the house now, and everything that's in here just needs, you know, like a paint to freshen up, a clean, a nice sprucing up. There's a whole bunch of patches, say like this, where it's just like caked on filler, just covering up whatever damage got done to it. So piece by piece, we're getting it a little bit more presentable and finished. Got a bit of a gallery wall setup going on up the stairs. Got my power line sketch that I got in Disney World last year that I absolutely love. It is my pride and joy. Give you a closer look. Look at it, isn't it stunning? And little hidden Mickey, which it took me ages to figure out. It wasn't until it was on the wall that I actually noticed this. But isn't that just stunning? So I've got that, and I've got Joe Cool, which I think is just hilarious. Here's Joe Cool hanging around the student union eyeing chicks. It's just such a silly poster and I love it. And then I have a nice little black and white of Marilyn there. So we are going to add to this, and I would like to put a mirror here on the back wall to help kind of bounce the light around because it's kind of a dark house. But you know, I have another Marilyn there as well. That's the stairs area. It's probably the most exciting part of the house. So aren't you glad you tuned in today? I have all my supplies set out already to make my life easier. The paint I am using is Fleetwood Advanced Interior and Exterior Wood, Metal, PVC and Furniture. It's a quick dry satin wood. It's actually water-based. So a lot of paints that are for woodwork are oil-based, and it makes them really hard to clean, and you need to have the white spirits, and it's just a pain in the bum. But water-based paint is a whole lot easier to clean your brushes, takes less time to dry, and it's less likely to leave stains, hopefully, if your clothes touch off them. But obviously I try not to. I already did my filler a couple of days ago. Just went around and did all of the little holes and notches because this takes half an hour to dry, and I have often waited until the last minute to do it and then realized I'll have to go away and come back after half an hour, which is a pain. So got that, and I've got my frog tape, which is the absolute best painting tape out there. Obviously, Frog Tape have not sponsored this video, but if they would like to, they know where to get me because I would happily sell Frog Tape. It is the absolute best thing. I won't use any other type of painting tape. I mean, obviously, like this comparison here is a little bit exaggerated, but like it is such a clean line because it's bright green as well. It's obviously really easy to see. So it's not going to blend in. If you're using more neutral colors, you're not going to forget about anywhere. You'll know it's all covered, and it's got a really good stick on it. I have no idea where to set the camera up for the best angle for this, so bear with me. So first thing I'm going to do is get my frog tape, and I'm going to just tape the carpet. I won't really need to tape anywhere else for this job, but I just want to make sure that the carpet that's running down here along beside the banisters doesn't get clumps of paint on it or doesn't even get in the way of my brush. Okay, I've got all of my edges taped up, so I'm going to start sanding now. I have one of these. I don't have the packaging anymore to tell you what kind it is, but it's one of these angled ones, which are absolutely incredible for like getting in, like into corners. Or if you're doing just like a really narrow area, you can kind of, they're really handy. And then I have these, which I'm not particularly keen on. I bought them specifically for this because the idea is that they're kind of flexible. So they're designed for contoured surfaces, which would be these posts. But I don't find that they've got an awful lot of lasting power. I feel like I go through them too quickly. So it's a bit less than ideal, but I've got this for like the solid flat parts, and then this to go around here. And I know that there's so much debate out there about like sanding before you paint. I mean, I'm not going to tell you what to do. Do your own thing. But I think you should sand before painting. It is definitely the better way to do it, because you're going to wind up smoothing out any rough patches or like a dribble of paint from the old job. Whoever painted this last just has a bunch of dribbles of paint, and it just gives you like a better hold of the new paint to go on, a smoother surface. It's just, I'm on team sand and team prep, so we're gonna do that. It's a pain. It's not the fun part of painting. It's a really boring and really tedious part of painting, but it's worth it, so I'm going to do it. I'm coming up close to the really bumpy part because I'm going to find this really satisfying to smooth this out. So I'm sure there's somebody else watching this who's going to be satisfied by that. So here we go. Look at how, there's your close-up. Somebody 100% was just trying to, like, I don't know, get their security deposit back before the landlord inspected the place. But I'm the landlord now. It's my house now. I'm using a medium grit, if anyone's wondering. Oh my god, the difference already. Wow. Like, it's not going to be perfect because there's clearly holes in this that have been filled up with filler. So it is always going to be a little bit uneven looking. I am pretty happy with that. I'm obviously going to get like the edges here as well. But that is a heck of a lot smoother and cleaner looking than it was before. Brilliant. Okay, that took about 35 minutes to sand this section. There's still quite a few flaws in the paint, for example, here and here. But ultimately, like, even just touching that there now, it's so much smoother. So we are getting a good start on that. It's not ever going to get perfect because, you know, like, you need probably a power saw, and even at that, I would say that wouldn't be enough because, you know, you've got like little nicks and stuff like that. So it's really not ideal. But you know what? You do the best with the hand you've got. Sorry, that noise was me wiping my hand on the dust sheet, which is coming in very handy now. My poor camera is just probably absolutely caked in dust right now. So the next thing after sanding is cleaning. So these are sugar soap wipes, which admittedly are not the most environmentally friendly choice because, you know, you gotta throw them all away. But essentially some sort of like sugar soap product is your next step, and you basically just like clean all of the surfaces that you sanded. And I feel like, I might be wrong on this, but I feel like I heard that the sugar soap itself is a little bit abrasive, like mildly. So again, it would probably help with a certain level of smoothing. It's a degreasing agent. That's all it's really saying. I don't know, I might be making up that abrasive thing. Just grab one of these and just wipe all over the surfaces that you've sanded. Obviously you don't want to paint over sand dust, and nor do we want to fill up our hoovers with this level of dust. I will run the hoover around once I'm done with the wiping just to pick up any remaining patches. Shake all the dust off of the sheet, because I don't want that hanging around. Hi, I'm here. Oh my gosh. Honestly, this is why I don't make like home improvement videos, because I just have no idea how to set up for them. Like, I don't know what camera angles to use. I don't know where to position my camera. And I just like, it wrecks my head. And it slows me down. So that's generally why I don't do these kinds of videos. But look, I'm giving it a try. If I get to the editing stage and I hate it, I just won't post it. But I'm gonna actually stick with it and see if I can make it work. So I want to give you like a little close-up of the sanding. So like there's patches of the paint showing through. Get that light on, that might help. So you've got kind of, you know, a little bit of thinner areas there. There's that lovely smooth patch. And then like it's an awkward position because it's right next to the wall. So it is going to be hard to get these areas in behind, but I would like to try as much as possible. I've done this post here that was painted the other day. That's what that tape is left over from. And then like say in here was filthy, so I had to make sure to get all that dust away so that it wouldn't get caught up in the paint. So we've done all that. There are, as I was saying earlier, still some drip marks, but oh yeah, fairly well sanded, but you know, very dusty. So we're gonna hoover all that up. It's my little slippers sound. I never expected me to be a slippers in the house kind of person, but I pretty much never wear my shoes in the house now. Makes it so much easier to keep it clean. I understand why people do it, but wow, yeah. Like we are those people now who have shoes by the door and slippers by the door. So it's like, yep, this is what we do. We take off our outside shoes and put our slippers on. Never ever imagined I'd be that person, but hey, here I am, and my floors are extra clean. So grabbed my trusty Dyson, and I've got the little pointer attachment on it. I've talked about this Dyson on here before. Again, not sponsored, but like very open and willing if Dyson wants me. Because I love Dyson. What model is this? It says it somewhere. Where does it say it? Honestly, couldn't tell you. I'm sure it's probably on that label there somewhere. But it's this one that's like purple, and the main tube of it is like a copper color. So purple and red and copper and grey. It's that one. It's good. It's a bit weighty, but it's a good powerful hoover as well. And I love that I just get to empty out this part. I don't have to have like hoover bags. It's such a luxury. It's beautiful and clean now, ready to be painted. The sugar soap does not take long to dry at all, so like 5 minutes and you're pretty much ready to go. But I'm actually gonna take a little lunch break, so I'm gonna be back in like half an hour, I guess. I don't know, probably not that long, but I'm a slow eater. So let's see. So I set up a shot of me pouring the paint, you know, getting the brush, all that sort of cute like B-roll stuff. And I went to stop recording and it turned out I had never started recording. So there we are. I'm back from lunch with absolutely no artistic way to demonstrate that. So I'm just gonna tell you, because I can't show you, so I'm gonna tell you. So I'm just doing every angle really that I can get at. I'm getting underneath the banister, like this part here, which would annoy me if it wasn't done. Honestly, painting the banisters is like, it's tedious, but it's also kind of relaxing because you get to sit down pretty much the whole time. And sit comfortably. You're not just like crawling around on your knees like you would be if you're doing the skirting boards. So I'm kind of happy out. I've got the TV on. I'm watching Angel. I've never watched it before. I'm still on season 1. But I'm a big Buffy fan and I've just finished a rewatch. So I wanted a little bit more from that universe. So that's what I'm watching. And I'm just gonna paint away until I'm done, pretty much. And then I'm gonna go out and get a coffee. And we are done. Oh. Whoops. Okay, there they are. Beautifully done, if I may say so myself. Very shiny, obviously, because they're wet. Oh my god, it's brilliant. There's no like bumps or chips in the paint. And it's all just one lovely, fresh banister. How nice. Okay, so what I am going to do now is pose for a thumbnail, I guess. I guess that's the thumbnail. And then I'm going to, yeah, clean up, put my painting clothes in the wash, try and get all this off. And I'll get a quick shot tomorrow when they're dry and all the tape is gone and they look beautiful and clean and fresh. I will get a little shot of that on camera. And that is all for this video. So if it made it online, I hope you like it. I will see how I get on with this, and maybe home type things will be more of a trend with me. I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of rambling. I think I'm gone a bit paint crazy, you know when you've been painting for hours and you're just like, what is anything anymore? So I'm gonna yeah, get myself cleaned up and back into my normal clothes. Make my house look a little bit more like it usually does, instead of having paint trays everywhere. Thanks for watching. If you've managed to make it all the way to the end, I think I deserve a thumbs up. So and subscribe if you're new, and we can hang out and do more stuff like this. And I will see you in my next video. Hey, 24 hours later. It's dry, it's bright, it's clean. I'm really proud of it. And I don't have a big gross mark here anymore. I do have a tiny little smudge that I made when I was painting, but we will ignore that. Unfortunately for the top one here, the angle is just too tight to be able to get all the way around it with the white paint. So it is still a bit dark, but I was able to get it around further than the previous paint job was, so it's a little bit neater and a little bit more satisfying. Same problem here, but I'm leaning over the banisters right now, so that angle just really isn't going to be particularly obvious from any normal position in the house. So that is it. Okay, we're all hoovered up, extra presentable. Just really showing it off. Ooh. Ah. I'm really proud of it. I'd say it's one of those jobs that if somebody came in, like somebody that didn't live here, they probably wouldn't know that it had been done. Probably just think we like hoovered the stairs or something. But I'm really happy with it, and thank you for watching. Actually, I want to see it in completely natural light. This is how dark my house is. Well, it's kind of a grey day anyway, so we're not getting a whole lot of sun. But at least it's a little brighter in this area now. And that's it with the lights on. All right, I'll stop showing you my stairs now. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye. I should embrace the cringe, really, instead of trying to shy away from it. I'll just dive right into the cringe. Hi. Yeah, we're on the stairs today. Can't see the stairs, you can just see a big blank wall. Hey there. I'm painting my banisters, so I'm gonna film it. Hello. I'm painting my banisters today. So here we are.